Hey guys, I'm retired Navy SEAL Chief Chris Sajnog and founder of the New Rules of Marksmanship training system. In this video, I'm going to teach you the standing position with the carbine. Now let's go ahead and get started.
Joining me now is retired Navy SEAL sniper Chris Sajnog.
The standing position with the carbine is probably one of the positions that you're going to find yourself in most often. It's a position that's very quick to get into and out of, and it's also a position that you can easily maneuver from, where kneeling or sitting or definitely prone, they're harder to get into and they're also harder to move from. Keep that in your mind when you're thinking about these different positions and how you're going to use them to be most effective. So with any position, you always want to start off with your base. And in this case, that's our feet. So we want to start off with our feet about shoulder width apart, maybe a little more, just whatever comfortable for you to just stand there. Right now is the best time for you to think about your natural point of aim, which just means I want to keep my hips pointed directly at my target. This is a fighting stance. I just happen to be fighting with a gun. So if I want to throw a punch, for instance, I want to make sure that I have something driving from the back that I can bring that up from. So I'm right-handed, my right foot drops back. My toe of my back foot is going to be about even with the heel of my left foot in this instance. So now I want to bend my knees, and here you're probably going to need to adjust your toes a little bit. Now, I warn you not to turn, especially this back toe out too much. A lot of people do that. And by doing that, my natural point of aim is way over here now. So I don't want to do that. Any amount that I open up with this toe right here, I also need to open up here with this toe. And I can do that either by turning the toe out or bringing the heel in. Obviously, whatever is easiest for you. But get into a stance that you feel like if somebody bigger than you was going to come tackle you, that's how you would be standing. Now that my base is set, the next thing I want to do is just put my nose over my toes. So that means I'm just leaning forward a little bit. So I feel the weight on the toes of my feet. I'm not on my heels. I'm not flat-footed. I'm like ready to go. And in this case, I'm ready to shoot this gun right here. Now, next up is putting the buttstock into your chest or put it directly below your eyeball. What a lot of people will do is put the gun out here on their shoulder, and that's when you see people shooting like this. If you shoot like that, your gun is too far out. And that's definitely going to become a problem if you try shooting on your reaction side or switching shoulders. If I put the gun where it should be, which is directly below my eye, all I need to do now to see my sights is just do that little nose over toes leaning forward, and I pick up the sights instantly. If you have a hard time finding your sights, that's because the buttstock is in the wrong place, so make sure you're putting it in the right place. All right, so next, let's talk about your grip. So there's obviously two places we are gripping the gun. The pistol grip in the back, you're gonna grip that just like you would your pistol, okay? So I'm not gonna cover that here. But what I do wanna cover is your grip with your reaction hand or your support hand. Now, this hand right here is used to drive the gun. So that means if I want to shoot at different targets, I'm doing it all with this hand right here. So that's why it's so critical, because we want this hand to remain on fire control. So all this is doing is making sure that we're manipulating the trigger properly, manipulating the safety properly, doing all that stuff, okay? So with this, what you need to do to set up, first off, is make sure you do this with a clean gun. What I mean is don't have any sights on here, optics, or anything. You just want to be able to grip the gun properly. Because sometimes what I find is people will put on sights and lasers and all this crazy stuff, and then they'll go, oh, there's no place for my hand to go. And that's usually when you see people shooting like this. But we want to get this support hand as far out as safely possible to be able to support the front of the gun, because we want our support systems to be as far back, okay, so that's where our buttstock goes, and then as far forward, okay? Just be careful that you don't grab the barrel right there. It can get hot. And now is when I would mount my optics, okay? My hand's as far forward as possible. I have some part of my hand on top of the gun because this gun is going to go up when it goes bang. So I want to control that with part of my hand. The next thing I want to show you is critical, and you will see a lot of people will have their elbow down when they shoot. And what you're doing, if your elbow is down in any manner like this, you have created a hinge point to actually help the gun go up when you shoot. So a lot of people will say, oh, there's so much recoil. Well, that's because you're making it easy for the gun. So what I want you to do is take your elbow from here and just rotate it out. I'm in my position here. I grab the gun, make sure that I rotate this out. I've got some part of my hand on top, and that is a good standing shooting position with the carbine. Make sure that you practice this at home, getting into and out of this position, get comfortable with it, and then take it to the range. Don't go to the range and try learning to do this while you're shooting. That is it for today, and until next time, keep paving your path to perfection. Hey guys, if you like this video and you want to learn more, I put together 20 videos with the best training advice I've learned over the past 25 years of training others, and I want to give those to you absolutely free. Just click on the iCard that just popped up or go to chrissajnog.com/free videos, and I'll not only send you those 20 free videos, I'll also send you a free PDF copy of my New Rules of Marksmanship Manifesto, which is the framework for everything I teach. So here's what I want you to do right now. Click on the iCard or go to chrissajnog.com/free videos, and I'll see you on the other side.